In the shadows of our understanding, there lurk entities that challenge our grasp of reality. Among them lies a figure so perplexing and peculiar that it evokes a blend of intrigue and unease. This is the story of the Fresno Nightcrawler, a being that navigates our world in a manner unlike any other, raising questions we may never answer. Among all the creatures of modern folklore, few are as strange, silent, and disconcerting as this one. There are no claws, teeth, or shining eyes. There are no roars or chases. The Fresno Nightcrawler is remembered for something much more disturbing: its impossible simplicity. The earliest reports emerged from nighttime recordings made by security cameras. In grainy images captured in empty streets and quiet residential areas, a white figure slowly crosses the field of view. It does not run, it does not hide, it simply walks. What draws attention is its shape: an extremely thin body, almost non-existent, supported by two long, flexible legs, as if they were made of fabric or paper. There are no visible arms. There is no defined head, just legs that move fluidly, almost elegantly. The appearance of the Fresno Nightcrawler defies any direct comparison. Some say it resembles a pair of pants walking on its own. Others describe it as a creature made of cloth, bending with the wind, but moving forward with awareness. Its movements are smooth, natural, without the typical weight of a human being. Each step seems calculated, silent, as if the ground were barely touched. The most intriguing aspect is its behavior. The Fresno Nightcrawler shows no fear, curiosity, or aggression. It simply traverses the environment, enters the scene, and exits, without reacting to the presence of houses, fences, or objects. It does not interact. It does not observe. It does not seem to notice anything around. This total detachment from the environment creates an unsettling feeling, as if it did not belong to that world. Over time, reports of similar sightings have emerged in other locations, always at night, always captured by cameras, or quickly seen by witnesses who can hardly believe what they saw. Common to all is the description of the same white, slender, silent, and solitary shape. There are no reliable reports of direct contact, only distant observation. Attempts at explanation vary. Some suggest that the images could be the result of tricks, fabric attached to wires, camera glitches, or even people in costumes. However, many of these hypotheses do not explain the mode of locomotion, the fluidity of the movements, and the absence of any visible structure supporting the body. The creature seems to bend in an organic manner, something difficult to reproduce simply. Other interpretations follow more unusual paths. Some believe that the Fresno Nightcrawler is an interdimensional entity, a visitor that crosses our space without understanding or interacting with it. For these accounts, the lack of arms, face, or expression is not a flaw but a characteristic. It would not be something incomplete, but something too different to be understood by human parameters. There are also symbolic readings. The Fresno Nightcrawler could be a manifestation of modern discomfort with the invisible. In a world surrounded by cameras, sensors, and constant surveillance, it emerges as something that is seen, recorded, but not explained. It does not hide from technology. It passes through it as if it does not care. What makes this creature especially disturbing is the total absence of apparent intention. There is no threat. There is no message. There is no visible purpose. Unlike other legends, there is no tragic story associated, nor a moral warning. The Fresno Nightcrawler does not punish, does not protect, and does not teach. It simply exists, or appears to exist. Perhaps it is exactly this that makes it so memorable. In an imaginary world filled with aggressive monsters and dark entities, it represents the absolute strange. Something that does not cause immediate fear, but prolonged discomfort. Something that does not fit into any known category. When night falls and the streets become empty, many still wonder if those images show nothing more than a misperception, or if they captured something real, calmly walking through a world that is not exactly its own. The Fresno Nightcrawler does not run, does not observe, and does not react. It simply crosses the darkness. And sometimes, that is more disturbing than any monster that tries to scare us. What you saw is only part of the story. To stay up to date on upcoming facts, mysteries, and revelations, like, subscribe, and follow our channel.